Hello guys, once again, this is Red Robin back here again with another Assassin's Creed video, and today we're going to be jumping into one of the bigger chunks of memories that we're going to be flying through, which is it's a 3-block DNA strand we're going to be hitting through today. So that means we've got 3 targets to go for. I've also caught up to a little bit of the book this time round, and I've managed to get to the end of the segment where it's like the end of the 3 DNA strand sort of memory block, and there hasn't been that much of a development as far as the game is concerned. But we're gonna go through bits of that throughout the video today. I do hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, and yeah, if you want to hit a like and make sure you subscribe as well. This really does help the YouTube algorithm and for other folk to find my channel as well. And yeah guys, hope you guys enjoy. So apart from that, I've got a fresh cup of coffee ready to go. I've also got my game controller all set up. And yeah guys, let's just jump straight into it.
God damn it, what's the problem now?
So we're actually going to skip this particular bit to the
Animus
next
is
section.
overheating.
Right.
Rise and shine. We've got quite a day ahead of us.
You're in a good mood this morning.
Miss Stillman has made some modifications to the Animus. You should be able to remain inside even longer now.
And help you with your treasure hunt.
This is serious business, Mr. Miles. I don't think you fully appreciate the work that Abstergo does.
Maybe because I don't actually know what you people do.
We change the world, every day, in 100 different ways. Did you know that nearly every single breakthrough of the past millennia, be it medical, mechanical, or philosophical, has come from Abstergo or its predecessors?
That's a bold claim, Doc. Think you might be exaggerating a bit?
Not in the slightest. Oh, we certainly don't take the credit. That would arouse far too much suspicion. We choose our beneficiaries with great care.
Why?
Isn't it obvious? It means we're in control.
But how? What makes you guys so special, so smart? That you happen to invent all these things while us mere mortals stumble around like idiots?
To be fair, we don't invent them. We find them.
Find them.
They're gifts, Mr. Miles, from those who came before. We'll have to continue this discussion later. Time's wasting.
Ooh. I forgot that's the first time he mentions anything to do with that. Right guys, I'm just going to have to I think I'm going to have to tweak a few things here. Because for some reason... No, I think we're fine. Never mind.
Morning, Desmond.
Yeah. Hi.
That's interesting. The ones who came before, that's going to start... That I never knew that was the first time they were mentioned. But this is the first time that particular reference is
playing games,
is
Mr.
phrased.
Miles, and
That's
lie
the best
down.
way of putting it. Now, I want to do one thing before we carry on with this. And the fact that Lucy could have stopped him is something interesting. That's something I'm going to say. Lucy could have easily turned around and spotted him and gone, oh, fucking get back. But with that in mind, we're going to move on. We've now got access to Warren Viddick's computer. Just know that now, right? So with that, we're actually going to...
Ready to get to work, Desmond?
Yeah, to an extent. So all the missing memory blocks are actually all of the investigations, things like that. Now, our next memory block is going to be a big chunk. Now, I'm going to try and do this so that we've got an assassination for every video.
You forget how the Animus works? Select a member.
Let's just leave Warren to that.
Come in, Altair. You've done well. 3 of the 9 lay dead, and for this you have my thanks. But do not think to rest upon your laurels. Your work has just begun.
I am yours to command, Master.
King Richard, emboldened by his victory at Acre, prepares to move south towards Jerusalem. Saladin is surely aware of this, and so he gathers his men before the broken citadel of Arsuf.
Would you have me kill them both then? End their war before it begins in earnest?
No. To do so would scatter their forces and subject the realm to the bloodlust of 10,000 aimless warriors. It will be many days before they meet. While they march, they do not fight. You must concern yourself with a more immediate threat. The men who pretend to govern in their absence.
Give me names and I'll give you blood.
So I will. Abun Dukud, the wealthiest man in Damas. Majduddin, regent of Jerusalem. William of Montferrat, liege lord of Acre.
What are their crimes?
Greed, arrogance, the slaughter of innocents. Walk amongst the people of their cities. You'll learn the secrets of their sins. Do not doubt that these men are obstacles to the peace we seek.
Then they will die.
Another of your items is restored. Take it. See that it is put to good use. Return to me as each man falls, that we might better understand their intentions. And Altair, take care. Your recent work has likely attracted the attention of the city guard. They'll be more suspicious than they've been in the past.
So we've got a new piece of kit available, which is our actual gloves that we've got. These are actually used to catch ledges in the middle of falling or jumping to another place if you want to reach that bit. It makes maneuverability a lot better. And grab break, which is going to be something we're going to be practicing in the courtyard. There's something very interesting about those names that were given to us, which I'm going to talk about these throughout. But first, we're actually going to get this out of the way. This bit, I'm just going to skip.
You must be busy. I understand.
So basically, you've got Abu Nukud, who's the wealthiest man in Damas, in Damascus, or Damas. Majduddin, who's the regent of Jerusalem at that point. And then William De Montferrat. He is the liege lord of Acre. Now, this bit is interesting. I forgot they did this. So, what we're actually going to do, this is the first time we can actually sort of fast travel from one area to another. I think this is probably the first time we saw this in Assassin's Creed, which is the very first game. This saves us going through the kingdom itself. I'm actually going to go through the assassinations in sort of book order of like which one came first. So in this case, you would have Acre, which we're going to first, which would be William De Montferrat. Then we're going to Abu Nukud in Damas, and then we're going to go to Jerusalem for Majduddin. That's the order we're going to go in. So we're going to go to Acre first. This is going to be an interesting one. Outskirts or bureau. That's interesting as well. I never knew they actually did that. We'll actually go to the bureau itself, actually.
Rafiq.
Word has spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes. William of Montferrat is my target. What can you tell me of the man himself?
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son, Conrad. But I think Richard rather clever for it.
Clever how?
Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other. And then there was that business with Acre's captured Saracens. In its wake, Conrad has returned to Tyre, and Richard has compelled William to remain here as his guest.
You mean his hostage?
Whatever you wish to call it, William's presence here should dissuade Conrad from acting out.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish. Now where would you suggest I begin my search?
Richard's citadel, southwest of here. Or rather, the market in front of it. You'll find the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in that direction as well. It's a popular place and should be filled with talkative citizens. Finally, try the border to the west. where the chain and Hospitaller districts meet. That should start you on your way.
Very well. I won't disturb you further.
It's no trouble at all.
So with that in mind, we are going to be heading to a few different areas, and along the way I'm actually going to be describing a couple of different things about William Montferrat as a character, but also certain other characters as well, who will actually make other appearances in other games as well. So Rafik, who we've just been talking to, I believe after this particular game, we actually never see anything of Rafik again. Honestly, I think he may come up if anything, he comes up in a later game, which I believe is Assassin's Creed. I believe it's Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, I believe, which is something we're going to be looking into a little bit later on. But when it comes to I'm not going to bother with him actually. But when it comes to Malik actually becomes a much more prominent character in this, especially with Altair's life, and especially in his later life as well. But when it comes to, I'm trying to think of the other contact's name. No, I can't actually remember his name at all. But in terms of Rafik, it turns out that particular character does make a reappearance. I think he does later on in the storyline itself. And Malik does actually have more of an appearance, especially when he gets mentioned, I think, in Assassin's Creed Revelations. As to his demise, however, I don't want to really go into detail about that as of yet. That'll just be a case of as and when. Right, let's do some investigation shit. We'll see what we can find.
But he's delivered only death. William of Montferrat. No way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. Stand up, friends. Do not allow yourselves to be sent to slaughter based on the whims and wishes of an uncertain king. We must rely on men who are stronger in their convictions. Men like William of Montferrat.
Obviously knows quite a lot about the guy. Let's see what other information he has. I've noticed I think it locks off the hidden blade.
Go better someone else.
Right, I want to make sure he can get out of the way of these thugs, because there's quite a lot of them knocking around at the minute.
How about you turn around and go away?
Where's he going? There we go, done.
Stop! Enough! Enough! What is it you want? Gold? I've a few pieces on me. Take them. Take them and go.
It's not gold I seek, but information.
I know nothing.
You know William. Tell me how to reach him.
It's impossible. He meets with the king.
And when will the king be gone?
Today. But it won't help you. They're sure to argue, and then William will retire to lecture the soldiers. So it always goes. Richard berates William. William berates his men. He won't see you.
I already told you. I need to see William. I never said he needs to see me.
Then our business is done.
Not yet, I'm afraid. There's one last thing I need from you.
What is it?
Your life.
That's a fucking line and a half. Oh, that's a line. Oh, right. So William will be distracted by Richard's visit, so it means he's not going to be always on full alert all the time. I think we've found a contact.
Back again, Altair. Always in need of a hand to do your dirty work. This time, Al-Mualim did not order anything. It is just for my own pleasure that I ask you to find some Masyaf flags I've hidden in Richard's district. Since I am a loyal assassin unlike others, I will tell you what people are saying in Acre. It is important information. But this time, try to come back to me faster than the first time.
Alright then. So literally this is just to get the flags sorted out, but we'll probably wrap this up when... What the hell? We will basically come back to the informant in a bit, so I'll see you guys there.
Your hard work is changing.
Right.
Here is what I know about William of Montferrat. He and Richard had a disagreement before the king left for Jaffa. Since then, William stays in his citadel, surrounded by his army. Do you have what it takes to attack him in this protected environment? We'll see, but I am still doubtful.
Well, he's a nice guy, isn't he? So retreat back to the back of his citadel when challenged by King Richard. So that's sort of his ground he went. He'll basically go back there when he gets slapped about a bit, possibly, and embarrassed. So that's probably most likely what's going to happen to him. So with that in mind, yep, find another.
Oh God, don't kill me! Oh, you Altair. You scared me. Richard's men are after me. 2 of them, to be exact. I was trying to strike a deal with them, but I realized that they were toying with me, so I ran away. You shall be the angel of death and collect their heads before they collect mine. When it is done, I shall tell you of the deal.
Alright then, fair enough. A couple of assassinations, that's not too bad, I guess. I just need to find a way...
A few coins, all I ask for is but a few coins.
Shit. Oh shit, you know. Right, we'll get this last guy as well.
What a relief it is to know that I am safe. Thank you, Master. I tried to make a deal with the Citadel guards to leave the gates open even when the alarm sounds. I failed you. So now, your only escape from Richard's Citadel will be to climb the fortress walls. Forgive me.
Well, that's a bit shit, innit? The gates closed, climbing the walls will be the escape. That's a bit crap. Is there any way... We can probably have a quick look, actually, before... It's the main citadel, I'm guessing, so... That's not going to be the place. It's going to be something that looks a bit more smaller and robust, so to speak. I'm guessing it's going to be this area around here. So if we actually go... Sort of... Didn't expect that to happen. We'll sort of go in this direction, see what we can find, and see if we can try and plan our sort of assassination and possible escape. I can't really remember all that much about this particular kill. I used to frequent this memory block a lot, but I used to actually go for Abu Nakud and then Majduddin after. I never really went for William after that. So mainly to get in, this is going to be a bit of a problem. We've got a couple of options to get up there, but in all honesty, the scaffolding to the left-hand side could actually provide a decent bit of scalage to get up there. So I'm guessing that shouldn't be too bad. But while the city gates are open at the moment, we'll actually we'll see if we can have a look and see what we can find on the other side. I'm guessing there are going to be archers up top, so that's going to be another problem. So this is like a main area. It's going to be a problem. There's a lot of manoeuvrability to get up onto the roof, so that shouldn't be too bad. Let's go through some of the back streets. Oh, that's not too bad, actually. Some of these gates don't provide that much freedom, so to speak, so I think there's going to be some areas we have to watch what we're doing. Let's see if we can try and... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see if we can just climb up here a sec. Let's see what we can do. So you have a hut to disappear into. And I'm guessing this shouldn't be too bad actually to do this. If we can get to the rooftops and make our way through here, there's pretty much an obvious way to get out. It's just looking for it when you first get into a bit of panic. We need to get some more throwing knives before we head out, but we shouldn't be too bad. Oh, shit. So yeah, that shouldn't be too bad to do. So I'm guessing, is there any way we can jump out from here? I actually don't think we can. Shit. So we have to climb out and probably come out the way we... So probably get out the way we came in, really. That's going to be a bit shit, isn't it? Anyway, we can figure it out anyway. We can figure it out as we go. So I will see you guys back at the Assassin's Bureau. And yeah, let's just get this assassination underway. Right, here we go.
Altair, what brings you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
So the way I gather this is that basically after Richard had taken Acre, it meant that he had to leave someone in his stead, which is William De Montferrat in this case. So because of that, it's now sort of put people, it's sort of put the citizens under sort of prisoner, so to speak. But at the same time, there's a lot of whispers about Saracen prisoners being inside the actual citadel itself. From what I've been gathering, it sounds like William of Montferrat has actually been going a bit above and beyond with the torture methods. It's probably the best way of putting it. Sort of going a bit out of control with a lot of it, which is not really far from the truth, really, when it comes to stuff like this. Just get the shit out of that guard. But yeah, with that in mind, guys, we'll see you at the assassination area. Here we go.
Souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men. The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics?
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are Acre's regent, William, set to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point. This is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace. I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World. Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me.
That really doesn't sound good. But that is our target. Now, we can get access to the front, which is interesting. I'm quite glad we can get in through this way. It makes our job a hell of a lot easier. Now, I have a feeling this will get shut down when all hell breaks loose. Right. I have a feeling that we're going to have to try and make our way through the town, possibly just on the ground level for now. But everywhere is surrounded with guards, so we're going to have to be very careful. Shit. Yeah. I think that is where we need to be. Yep, it is. Right. I think we better get our escape route cleared off. Let's see if we can try and... First things first. Let's get rid of some of the archers, for one.
Is infectious. It shall be rooted out and destroyed. In this way, we may prevent its spread. Am I understood?
Yes, my lord.
Of course! By your command! Good, good. Return to your posts, filled with a new sense of purpose. Stay strong, stay focused, and we will triumph. Falter, however, and you will join these men. Be sure of it. Dismissed!
So with that in mind, he's now on his own. Now, because in this game, you could not jump assassination. You couldn't do anything like that. So, apparently someone is watching us, which is practically impossible because I'm actually behind the guy. But, if we try and scale this building just a little bit slower, it then gives you the option to assassinate him. Done.
Rest now. Your schemes are at an end.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Acre for your son Conrad.
For Conrad? My son is an arse, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom. And Richard, the Ancino is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial. Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime.
save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
Ooh. That's interesting. Right. Time for our escape. What is this climbing? Oh shit. I was quite glad I did that then. Right, let's get out of here. Yeah, this way. Don't fall off. For God's sake, don't fall off. Oh, Jesus, that was close. Fuck. Right. That actually worked in our favour. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Oh, right. With that, guys, I think we managed to get out of there quite safely, so let's just head back to the Bureau. So I'll see you guys, hopefully there very shortly. Right.
What news?
William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Acre from his hands.
But why now, when the Crusaders require unity most? Could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Acre for Conrad, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces venom.
I should discuss this with Al-Mu'allim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masyaf. I am sure he is eager for news.
Right. So it's a bit of a weird one, that first segment, I've got to admit. But we will make our way to Masyaf now, and with that in mind, we will be able to continue the next one, which is Abu Nakud. So yeah, let's fast forward to Masyaf.
Should you enter a fistfight, guards will not interfere, but drawing your weapon will turn them hostile.
Come, Altair. Speak with me a moment.
As you wish.
Word has reached me of your success. You've my gratitude and that of the realm. Freeing these cities from their corrupt leaders will no doubt promote the cause of peace.
Can you really be so sure?
The means by which men rule are reflected in their people. As you cleanse the cities of corruption, you heal the hearts and minds of those who live within.
Our enemies would disagree.
What do you mean?
Each man I've slain has confessed strange words to me. They are without regret. Even in death they seem confident of their success. Though they do not admit it directly, there is a tie that binds them. I'm sure of it.
There is a difference, Altair, between what we are told to be true and what we see to be true. Most men do not bother to make the distinction. It is simpler that way. But as an assassin, it is your nature to notice, to question.
Then what is it that connects these men?
Ah, but as an assassin, it is also your duty to still these thoughts and trust in your master. For there can be no true peace without order, and order requires authority.
You speak in circles, master. You commend me for being aware, then ask me not to be. Which is it?
The question will be answered when you no longer need to ask it.
I assume you called me here for more than just a lecture.
Very well. A rank and weapon are again restored to you. 2 more leaders remain. Go and see to it that their rule is ended.
Right guys, so that's a little bit more of our equipment restored. I think it's more throwing knives, I actually think. So you've got, no it's not actually, it's regain balance and dodge, and then you've got sword expertise, which is more damage. Which is going to be a lot more helpful, I've got to admit. I do think you actually get more throwing knives later on the side of your heel, which is interesting. But yeah, with that guys, I'd like to say a very special thank you to you all. If you'd like to hit a like on the video if you'd like to, and if you want to comment any hints or tips in the description below, or any kind of history that you would like to input as well, you can do, in all honesty. It helps the videos get a bit more of a community going, so to speak. And with that in mind guys, I will be leaving you to it with this one, and I do apologise if this comes out a little bit long like the last one, but like I said before, we are going to be doing an assassination per video, so to speak, as opposed to having 2 per video. And yeah, our next one is to go on to Abu Nakud, which is going to be a bit more of an interesting one, I've got to admit. But it's a bit interesting to try and find out, what the slaves and the weapons would have as a connection. But then at the same time, we want to find out what they wanted to try and do with Gagne de Naples as well. We want to make sure that everything is sort of connected. I want to try and find out what connection these 3 men have to that as well. With that though, we'll find out that a lot more within the videos to come. So yeah, special thank you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much guys, and yeah, cheers, thank you.